20 relationship. Risky signals you should run from. A human psychology. Human psychology reveals that most toxic relationships don't begin with abuse, they begin with charm. Manipulators, narcissists, and emotionally immature partners often start as attentive lovers, only to later reveal controlling, dismissive, or cruel behavior. Recognizing these red flags early is essential for emotional safety and long-term well-being. Here are 20 dangerous relationship signals that should make you run, not rationalize. Early warning signs, charm versus control. 1. They love bomb you early on. When someone showers you with extreme affection, lavish gifts, or promises of forever within weeks, it's not romance, it's manipulation. Love bombing creates emotional dependency before you've had time to see their true nature. Once you're attached, they withdraw affection to control you through confusion and longing. 2. Your friends and family don't like them. If people who genuinely care about you express concern, pay attention, loved ones can often see patterns of control, manipulation, or arrogance that you're too emotionally invested to notice. Isolation from social feedback is one of the earliest stages of emotional abuse, erosion of trust and support. 3. They invade your privacy. Constantly checking your phone, emails, or social media is not love, it's surveillance. A partner who demands access to your personal accounts reveals deep insecurity and controlling tendencies that almost always worsen over time. 4. They isolate you from loved ones. If your partner creates tension between you and your friends or family through criticism, guilt, or scheduling conflicts, they are strategically weakening your support system. Isolation makes you easier to control and more dependent on them for validation and belonging. Emotional immaturity and volatility. 5. They never take responsibility. A partner who always blames others or twists situations to make you the problem is emotionally immature. This pattern, known as deflection, prevents growth and ensures that every disagreement turns into your fault. Accountability is the foundation of emotional health. 6. They have explosive anger. Rage over small inconveniences, a wrong order, slow traffic, reveals poor emotional regulation. If they throw things, yell, or insult you during minor frustrations, imagine how they'll react during true conflict. Anger issues often escalate to verbal or physical abuse, disregard for boundaries and others. 7. They disrespect your boundaries. When you say no and they keep pushing, guilt, tripping, or ignoring it, they're revealing a dangerous truth: your consent doesn't matter to them. Boundary violations are not misunderstandings, they are warnings of entitlement and potential abuse. 8. They're cruel to service workers, animals, or children. True character shows in how someone treats those with less power. If your partner is rude to waiters, impatient with children, or harsh with animals, it's a glimpse of how they'll treat you once the honeymoon phase ends. Control and discrediting tactics. 9. They criticize your appearance. When a partner starts controlling your clothes, hair, or body shape, it's not care, it's ownership disguised as concern. This behavior is meant to make you self-conscious and dependent on their approval for self-worth. 10. They have a trail of crazy exes. If every past relationship supposedly ended because the other person was crazy, there's one common denominator: them. This is a manipulation tactic to preemptively discredit anyone who might expose their toxic behavior later. Manipulation through intimacy and silence. 11. They rush physical intimacy. A partner who pressures you to move faster than you're comfortable with, emotionally or sexually, does not respect your boundaries. This is a form of coercive control that often leads to guilt, confusion, and emotional trauma. 12. They use the silent treatment. Withholding affection or communication to punish you is a classic form of emotional manipulation. It forces you into anxiety and submission just to restore peace. Silence used as punishment is psychological abuse, not emotional distance, undermining confidence and safety. 13. They mock your goals. A supportive partner celebrates your ambitions. One who laughs at your dreams or calls them unrealistic is trying to keep you emotionally small and dependent. Over time, this erodes your confidence and self-identity. 14. They track your movements. Using GPS apps or showing up unexpectedly isn't romantic, it's stalking. Tracking your location without consent reveals possessiveness and fear of losing control, which can become physically dangerous. Reality distortion and self-sabotage. 15. They have untreated addictions. Whether it's alcohol, drugs, gambling, or other compulsions, addiction distorts priorities. If they refuse to seek help, their addiction will always come before your relationship. You can't save someone who won't acknowledge their problem. 16. They gaslight you. If you often doubt your memory or sanity after conversations with your partner, they may be gaslighting, a manipulation tactic that erodes your reality so they can control it. Over time, this leads to confusion, dependence, and emotional exhaustion. The final, most dangerous signals. 1. 17. They threaten self-harm when you try to leave. This is emotional blackmail in its most dangerous form. Threatening suicide or self-destruction to prevent a breakup traps you in guilt and fear. You are not responsible for someone's decision to harm themselves. 2. 18. They control the money. When a partner limits your access to bank accounts, employment, or spending, they're building financial imprisonment. This is one of the most common tactics in long-term abusive relationships. Control the resources, and you control the person. 3. 19. They humiliate you publicly. Mocking you, revealing private details, or making jokes at your expense in front of others is not harmless humor. It's a power play designed to undermine your confidence and erode your social standing. 4. 20. Your gut says something's wrong. Human intuition is one of the most reliable psychological warning systems. If you feel constant anxiety, dread, or confusion around your partner, even without clear evidence, trust that feeling. They body often senses danger before the mind can articulate it. Final reflection: red flags are not challenges to fix. Toxic partners often disguise their behavior as passion, love, or emotional complexity. But as psychology makes clear, red flags are not invitations to heal. They're alarms to protect yourself. Trust your instincts, seek support from trusted people, and remember, leaving a toxic relationship isn't weakness. It's an act of self-respect, strength, and psychological survival.